Now I would like to talk about technology. What? This is not what you should say, not in real life either, because it's not really polite. But it's also very common in IELTS speaking that sometimes you don't get the questions when you hear them for the first time, not because you don't understand English, not because your English is bad, just because you cannot focus and your brain just doesn't focus on the question in that moment. And you don't have to say it because I know that it happens also in your daily conversations. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a few ways to ask for the question again in IELTS speaking. So hey, welcome back to Everything IELTS, the series where I help you achieve your IELTS band score that you desire. So if you're new here, my name is Huyen and I am your favorite IELTS trainer. I'm the founder of PracticeNight.co where you can get free practice tests and a lot of free tips for the IELTS exam. All right, let's get to it. So it happens a lot in real life as well, not only in the IELTS speaking exam, that you sometimes don't get the question, even though your English is so good and even though the question is just so simple. In general, IELTS speaking questions do not have very difficult words, so you don't have to worry about that. But I also have options for you if there are words that you don't understand in the questions. So before I give you the ways to ask questions again in a polite way and also to impress the examiner with your English, I would like to give you some warnings. Even though it is absolutely okay to ask for the question again in IELTS speaking, asking over and over again is not a good idea. The reason is very simple. If you ask for a question over and over again, it means you don't understand that question, not because your brain doesn't focus. It can be problems with pronunciation, with vocabulary, or even grammar. So if you want to ask for the question again, ask only one time. And if in a rare situation, you do not get the question even after asking for it for the first time, you can ask for the second time, and this time you have to really focus to understand the question because nobody asks for the third time. The same thing would apply if you ask for many questions. So it's not only one question that you cannot focus. You cannot focus in every question. It doesn't make any sense, right? And even if not every question, you ask 2 questions, 3 questions again, I don't think it looks good. And the third thing is, do not be rude when you ask for the question again. As I said in this video, I'm going to share with you a few ways to ask for the question again, but I would like to give you a reminder here. Everybody is different. The way you speak English is different from the way I speak English. My vocabulary, my grammar are totally different from yours. So these are not the only ways you can ask for the questions again. These are just some suggestions for you. So after watching this video, tell me in the comment section the best way that you often use to ask for the question again. So here it is. We are going to discuss what you should say in the IELTS speaking exam if you do not get the question. The first way, and I think this is my favorite way, it is, sorry, I didn't get it. Could you please repeat it? The second way is more straightforward than the first way. It is, sorry, what was the question again? Another option for you is it possible to repeat the question for me, please? I didn't get it. And in some rare situations, there may be words that you don't understand. And there is one way that I often use to ask for the word again. However, there is always a however here. Because it is related to vocabulary, it may affect your score. Now, there is no way you can avoid this because you don't understand the word, right? That is why asking for the question, asking for the word again is the best way you can approach this situation. Do not guess the meaning of the word and do not guess the meaning of the question. This situation doesn't happen very often, but of course, in situations, it does happen. So when it happens, what did you mean by and add the word that you don't understand? After you ask this question, the examiner will explain the meaning of the word that you are asking about. And to make sure you're not losing any points further, do not ask for that again. In this case, you have to focus, really focus to understand the meaning of the word the examiner is giving you. Again, I would like to remind you that these are the ways that I often use for myself in the IELTS speaking exam if I ever don't understand the questions. And it's my style. We are different people, which is why I encourage you to write sentences the way that you often use and the way that you want to use in IELTS speaking if you don't understand the question, and put in a comment. I would love to help you out if there are any mistakes with vocabulary and grammar. And don't forget that you get free practice tests on practice9.co. I'll see you there. For now, you have fun learning. Bye.